Welcome back, KBuzzPop family. Today, we're diving into a story that's been making waves, sending shock, warmth, and butterflies fluttering across the fandom. Fire suspected. Xiao Zhan secretly responded to Wang Yibo's love gestures. What exactly happened? Are the whispers true? Is Xiao Zhan really acknowledging Wang Yibo in his own subtle, deeply poetic way? Could this be the emotional interaction that fans have been longing for, hidden in plain sight? Buckle up, fam. This one is not just a story, it's a roller coaster. It's the kind of moment that makes you pause your day, grip your phone, and whisper, "Is this really happening?" So, let's dive in together. And don't forget to comment below as we journey through every subtle gesture, every cryptic post, and every eye contact that's shaking the internet. It all began with something seemingly small. Wang Yibo, known for his icy cool persona and ultra-private life, surprised fans with an unexpected move during a recent interview. The question was casual: what song do you have on repeat these days? Yibo could have said anything. A hip-hop track, a dance banger, or something off his own discography. But he smiled, just faintly, and said, "The song reminds me of someone important. That's all I'll say." Hold on. What? The internet exploded with speculation. Someone important? Fans quickly began dissecting his playlist from recent live streams and interviews. But one song kept popping up: Light Spot, a song by Xiao Zhan. Coincidence? Or coded confession? But it didn't stop there. Just hours after Wang Yibo's cryptic statement, Xiao Zhan posted something on Weibo. A photo. Just a serene picture of a sky at sunset. But in the bottom corner of the image, just barely visible, was a motorbike passing by. Those with keen eyes and dedicated hearts zoomed in. The bike had a small sticker on it. One fan swore it looked like the initials WYB. It was subtle, almost unnoticeable. But if it was intentional, then this wasn't just a post about nature. It was a silent reply. A nod. A whisper through a photo. Fans didn't miss a beat. Twitter, Weibo, and TikTok lit up. Xiao Zhan responds to Wang Yibo's shout-out. Love gestures going back and forth. The silent conversation of 2025. One fan even made a viral TikTok overlaying the image of the sunset with the audio of Wang Yibo's interview. The caption: "When love speaks quietly, the world still hears it loud." As the days passed, clues began to stack up like a delicate puzzle. A day after Xiao Zhan's post, he attended an event in Shanghai wearing a deep forest green jacket. Stylish, classy, but not just any color. Fans pointed out that green had recently become symbolic in fan circles, tied to a custom accessory Wang Yibo wore on tour, which was said to symbolize hope and longing. Coincidence again? Or was Xiao Zhan trying to echo something deeper? In one fan comment that gained over 30,000 likes, a user wrote, "They can't say it outright, but they say it in symbols. In green jackets and motorbikes. In songs and silence. That's their language." And maybe that's the most beautiful part of it all. Not every connection is loud. Some are built on eye contact, timing, and mutual understanding. And that's what makes this so moving. It's not about a public declaration, it's about a shared rhythm only the two of them understand. But let's rewind for a moment. Because the story goes deeper. Fans started digging into older moments, archived live streams, award show interactions, and even shared brand partnerships. That's where the magic really kicks in. Remember that moment during the 2024 Asia Artists Awards? Wang Yibo was called to the stage, and as he passed Xiao Zhan, he did something subtle but unmistakable. A hand over his heart for a brief second. Xiao Zhan didn't react then, but a few seconds later, as the camera panned to him, he smiled, not to the crowd, but faintly, almost as if to himself. At the time, fans weren't sure what to make of it. But now, in light of these newer gestures, that moment takes on a new meaning. And it gets even better. In a recent behind-the-scenes clip from a fashion campaign, Xiao Zhan was asked to choose a word that described his personal life. He paused, thought for a long time, and then said, "Freedom." The interviewer chuckled and asked, "Freedom from what?" And Xiao Zhan just smiled, softly, almost melancholically. That smile said everything. Freedom from judgment. Freedom to love. The fandom couldn't help but connect the dots. A Twitter thread went viral with over 100,000 retweets, piecing together these moments with photos, translations, and context. The thread's title: Xiao Zhan speaks in sunsets. Wang Yibo replies in shadows. The world listens in awe. Meanwhile, Wang Yibo, known for being notoriously hard to read, has suddenly become more open, more playful. In one of his vlogs, he can be seen carving something into a wooden panel while resting during shooting. Fans slowed down the footage, zoomed in, and there it was, a phoenix next to a small, almost invisible X. Could that be Xiao Zhan's phoenix symbol? This tiny detail sent the fandom into overdrive. People began posting reaction videos, crying, clutching plushies, and whispering, "It's real. It's really happening." But here's where it gets even more interesting. Their schedules have oddly overlapped this past month. Wang Yibo was spotted leaving a private recording studio in Beijing on a day when Xiao Zhan was supposedly off schedule. On the same day, Xiao Zhan posted a story with just a coffee cup emoji and, "Today was warm." No faces. No names. Just warmth. Just feelings. And fans feel it too. Comment after comment across platforms say the same thing. It's the kind of love that doesn't need a spotlight. It just exists. Quietly. Strongly. But it wasn't always this way. Remember back in 2020, the tension? The distance? After the whirlwind success of The Untamed, their interactions grew sparse. Public opinion, fan wars, media pressure, it all seemed to push them apart. For a long time, fans thought it was over, that the fire had been extinguished. But 2025 has proven something else. That fire never died. It just waited, calmly, patiently, until it was safe to burn again. There's something poetic about this slow blooming, about how Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan, two of the most scrutinized stars in Asia, are building their own rhythm, their own form of communication. No press releases. No paparazzi staged photos. Just gestures. And gestures speak louder than headlines. Now, here's where you come in, KBuzzPop fam. What do you think? Do you believe Xiao Zhan's Weibo photo was meant as a reply to Wang Yibo's interview? Was the phoenix carving just artistic fun, or something much deeper? Comment below right now. Fire if you believe in the secret messages. Crescent moon if you think it's all just coincidence. Red heart if you just want them both to be happy, together or apart. Let's flood the comments with love, with theories, with heart. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about celebrities. It's about how powerful connection can be, even when words fail. But before we wrap this up, let's pause and really reflect on what this all means. In a world where everything is public, every move scrutinized, it takes courage to love quietly. It takes strength to say, "I'm here," without ever saying it out loud. And maybe that's what makes this story so special. Because if Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo are secretly communicating, if they are slowly, cautiously rebuilding something that once burned so bright, then we're witnessing something rare. Something precious. And it's beautiful. So wherever you are, whether you're reading this in the middle of the night under fairy lights, or on the way to school or work, take a moment and feel the warmth of this story. Love isn't always loud. Sometimes, it's a green jacket, a sunset with a motorbike, a phoenix carved in wood, a playlist quietly repeating the same song. And in those moments, we realize, maybe it's real. Maybe it's always been real. And maybe, they're finally ready to let the world know, just not with words. Thanks for watching and feeling this with us, KBuzzPop family. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if your heart feels full. And drop your theories below. We'll be reading every single one. Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and keep believing in love.